Choosing a reMarkable used to be a simple decision, but in 2026, the ecosystem has certainly diversified with the advent of color and new form factors. If you're looking to escape the distractions of your iPad or laptop and get back into a flow state, you're likely starting at three very different options: the classic reMarkable 2, the massive Paper Pro, or the ultra portable Paper Pro Move. Let's break down which one is worth your hard-earned cash. The most unique device in the 2026 lineup is the Paper Pro Move. It features a 16:9 aspect ratio, making it much narrower and more pocketable than the others. Considering the Move name, it fits perfectly under a laptop for quick notes or on a tray table on a plane. It shares the same color technology and front light as the Big Pro, but with a higher DPI, which is the resolution, making text look even sharper. A few downsides are the battery life and the price. Unlike typical eink devices that last weeks, the Move often needs a charge every 2 to 3 days. Just like the large Paper Pro, this device has an active stylus which has a very paper-like feel but can introduce wobble on straight lines. Because of that narrow screen, notes from your larger reMarkable devices don't always scale perfectly, leading to a lot of pinching and zooming in notes and PDFs. It makes for a great little jot or sketch pad with the form factor that can fit in some pockets and most bags. I personally think that for the very high price, this device works better in tandem with another reMarkable device. I would be hard-pressed to recommend this as your only eink note taker, as the size can be a bit limiting. If you want the purest digital paper experience, the OG reMarkable 2 is still a champion despite its age. It's incredibly thin and lightweight at just over 400 grams, making it much easier to handle than its bigger brother. One pro is that it uses Wacom EMR technology, meaning the pen is passive, no charging needed. You can even use a lot of third-party pens. On mine I use Supernote's ceramic tips since I added a special screen protector. Those pens never need a tip replacement. This device also has the best battery life of all the three, lasting weeks at a time. Some of the cons are that there is no front light, which can make it more difficult to use in dim rooms. However, the black and white screens generally have better contrast with deeper black and white tones. Being only black and white, if you're a heavy highlighter user, you're stuck with shades of gray. It's the best budget entry point into the reMarkable ecosystem, especially if you can find a refurbished model. Also, if you want the ability to have a type folio as well for distraction-free typing, then the reMarkable 2 is a solid option, unlike the Move, which does not have pogo pins because of its size. You should also note the larger Paper Pro has this ability as well, which leads us right into that device. This is a quite vast 11.8-inch device that finally brought color to the lineup using Gallery 3 technology. With the screen, you also get 20,000 colors, and unlike other color e-ink screens, the yellow highlights here actually look like real yellow. It also added a front light, which is a perk for working at night or in low light areas. The writing feel is exactly like the smaller Move, but the perk here is really making use of that large screen for note-taking, and similarly marking up PDFs is fantastic on here with no scaling necessary. The trade-off is that it's heavy at about 1.7 pounds with the folio and the pen. Also, just like the Move, the color screen flashes when it refreshes, which can be distracting for some. It also now has a textured glass, so I'm in a PDF here, and that textured glass gives it a very pencil and paper feel. No matter which device you pick here, you're entering the reMarkable ecosystem. Their Connect subscription, which mind you is $2.99 a month, provides the best sync experience in the industry. It's nearly immediate the moment you close a document. The ability to share your screen or send items from your Chrome browser to later read on the device is a great touch too. However, be warned, these are not great e-readers. Getting books on them is a chore due to DRM restrictions, and there is no native bookstore or Kindle app. These are note takers first, and everything else comes second. You should also bear in mind that there is a 50-day return policy on any of these devices if you buy them directly through the reMarkable web shop. So which one should you buy if you're set on the reMarkable ecosystem? Buy the reMarkable 2 if you want a distraction-free, lightweight notebook and don't care about color or working in the dark. Buy the Paper Pro if you're a professional or student who needs color for charts, highlighting, or sketching, and you don't mind the extra weight. Think twice about the Paper Pro Move. It's incredibly cool and portable, but the short battery life and awkward aspect ratio for reading PDFs make it a niche choice that works better in tandem with another reMarkable device, or if you really need to always be on the move. If you want to see some tips and tricks for reMarkables, you can see that here. Or if you want to check out my full reMarkable playlist, you can see that here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.